Hi guys. So you all must have heard from several news outbreak of 2019 disease, right? Do you know that our current ongoing COVID-19, or we could say coronavirus derived from SARS-CoV, was initially spread from a wet market? Well, yes, it's located in Wuhan City, Hubei Province, China. The outbreak have caused many devastations and isolations among people. So now we know how wet market could cause an outbreak. As we all not very much aware of how wet market is, but I could put it in this way. The term wet refers to soaked, muddy, or very much of a messy, unorganized mixture of different things. That's mean we all know that what it meant when we heard of non-supermarket setting that describe a wet market. Every disease and virus could have upon all those fresh poultry, meat, vegetable, and they are together unorganized. And it's one of the most controversial topic of wet market whether we should blame wet market for COVID-19 or not. Within this matter of fact, it's bothered me to do several research these couple days. There are hopes and there are ways we could solve this wet market problem into one of those safeguard market for human and biodiversity. There are ways to classify wet market that could prevent infectious disease. As of now, to let you all better understand the wet market and how it works, I am going I am going to explain you about the COVID-19 problem of wet market, solution that could possibly help and the benefit of organizing wet market that human needs. Since we know what wet market is, we should process to understand the problem, solutions, and benefit of it. Non-supermarket like wet market exists depend on the socio-economic of the communities. It's mostly located in Southeast Asians such as China, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia. These are reasons why wet market is the major zone of creating bacteria and influenza disease. The wet market does not have quality control, pesticide, organized pantry to standard that is needed. Bacteria can grow in meat and poultry at a temperature of 40 to 140 Fahrenheit, which is known as the danger zone. These major causes of outbreak are quite a big concern toward human health and consumptions. When people consume milk, meat, and poultry at condition of danger zone, it can cause food poisoning and toxic such as nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Several wildlife is being sold illegally in wet market too, such as bat, deer, and more. This kind of animal could cause several disease and virus such as SARS-CoV. As we understand how wet market is a dangerous place for people to shop day-to-day groceries, it's time to know what are the possible solutions that could enhance wet market. There are many policies and guidance to have a safe wet market. Those guidance to cleanliness and organized wet market are organize the lot for every section of meat, poultry, vegetable, plants, spice, and others material separately. And second thing, set a specific air condition for products such as beef, pork, chicken, fish, and other poultry at the right temperature of 440 Fahrenheit or below. Some main policy toward protecting a safe wet market are setting strict rules and policies by not allowing any wildlife trades. Groceries are part of people's lives that they live and depend on food they purchase. Within these solutions, we could now know what are the beneficiary of it are. So the two main benefits toward healthy wet market are organized pantry make consumer and shopper more convenient. People are able to find every item in groceries they want to according to each label sections without having to wandering all around the market. Less crowded populations in one place enhancing more eco-environmentally friendly for human. Prevents bacteria and virus spread from one place to another, or at least could attain the possible outbreak within the right temperature control toward the meat and poultry give the item to serve in fresh, healthy local conditions. Less worrying about possible virus outbreak could spread easily or somehow control the spread of slowly as a matter of attaining it in the affected sections. Well, these three major things that I've told you could give some information and knowledge toward actions. Defining what wet market is, knowing solution toward protecting, enhancing wet market, coming down to understand the benefit of healthy safeguard wet market helps human and biodiversity grow in a safe environment. I hope you understand how horrible disease could have caused through a non-supermarket standard wet market. Because with all this coming up, I still hope we all could acknowledge the possibility of changing the tradition wet market into a healthy lifestyle market. Don't forget that COVID-19 started from a single spot located in Wuhan, China. Changing the way wet market is being viewed locally will going to change the way people live through their consumptions. Healthy and safe food starts with you. Thank you.